Welcome to Math Lesson 210. You'll need scrap paper and a pencil. Be prepared to pause the video to think, turn and talk to someone, solve a problem, or take notes. What do you notice and what do you wonder? Pause the video. What do you already know about triangles? Pause the video. Did you say triangles are three-sided polygons? They have three vertices. That is the plural of the word vertex. Vertex is the point where two lines meet and form an angle. The length of the sides of triangles can vary. The angles can be different sizes. Look at this angle. Look at this angle. And look at this angle. There are different types of triangles. We are going to look at types of triangles based upon their angles. So let's take a look with this protractor. I'm on ConnectEd on the eToolkit. Right now we're showing a 90-degree angle. The lines are perpendicular. This is a right angle. If the angle is less than 90 degrees, the angle is acute. If the angle is greater than 90 degrees, the angle is obtuse. So, let's talk about classifying triangles based on their angles. This first triangle is an obtuse triangle. Our obtuse triangle has an obtuse angle. So what is this next triangle called? Did you say acute triangle? The acute triangle has three acute angles. Finally, what could this triangle be called? That's right, it is a right triangle and it has one right angle. There are other ways to classify triangles. We can classify triangles by the side lengths. So there is an isosceles triangle that has at least two equal sides. There is an equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal, and there's a scalene triangle that has no equal length sides. For this lesson, we're going to focus on classifying the triangles by their angle properties. Going to ConnectEd, I'll show you a tool that we can use, the Sketchpad. I'm going to open it up and scroll down to Geometry and find Triangles. Open that up. And this gives me a tool where I can actually measure the lengths of sides of angles, measure the lengths of the sides of the triangles, and measure the angles. So if I click on Measure Length, I get this tool over here. And I'm going to click and drag point A onto my triangle. And I'm going to click and drag point B onto the triangle. And the program is telling me that line segment AB is 6.20 centimeters. I'm going to advance the page, and we're looking at some right triangles here. That means this triangle has a right angle. So let's check and see where that right angle is. I'm going to click on Measure Angle, and I get this tool. Now I think this is the right angle, so I'm going to check. I'm going to move these points onto my triangle, and here we have angle LKJ is 90 degrees, a right angle. Angle LKJ. Remember, when naming angles, that middle point must be in the middle of the angle's name. So that's a tool on ConnectEd in the Sketchpad where you can work with triangles. Another tool that we can use is the eToolkit, and I have open here a page where in eTools I used the 2D Shape Library and I opened up some triangles. So let's talk about the properties of these triangles. Now, if we change the position that these triangles are in, have we changed the properties? What kind of a triangle is this one? This is an obtuse triangle. What are some properties of an obtuse triangle? Well, it has one obtuse angle. It also has two acute angles. And no matter which way I put it, those properties are the same. What about this triangle? This is an acute triangle. No matter how I position it, the angles and the side lengths stay the same, and it has 3 acute angles. This triangle, this is my right triangle. If I flip it, I still have 1 right angle. No matter what position I put this triangle in, I have 1 right angle. The right angle is also the largest angle on this triangle. These 2 angles are acute. So I have my right triangle, my acute triangle, and my obtuse triangle. Now, we're going to close this out, and I want you to think about what you learned about triangles. You can play around on the Sketchpad and on eToolkit on ConnectEd. And when you come into school tomorrow, you should be able to tell me all about acute, obtuse, and right triangles.